Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan, Magic Wheelchair, in the Stan Winston School here. We're pimping out the Indominus. We got Mark Schneider. What's up, buddy?
Hey guys.
He's going to town.
Quick and dirty facelift.
We missed quite a bit before we jumped on here. It was just a kind of base dark gray. The original paint job was a base dark gray, and then kind of a
shoot it from the other side. You get a good light.
Dry brush. So, Mark, how did you? Who are you? What do you do? How'd you bump into Magic Wheelchair?
I'm a mask maker by trade. I make neoprene masks for television, film, private collectors. I'm not even sure who my demographic is still. It's just I make masks and sometimes people buy them. And I make them out of a specialty product that I developed with a chemist. It's called Creature Cast Rubber, so it's neoprene based.
Super awesome stuff, by the way.
Used to be real popular with the puppet building community back in the 70s, but this is a new formulation of it, so it can be sprayed and brushed onto things. You can fabricate with it. Something like this might have been built with it. If you had
if I had time,
build a frame and use cotton batting, you can brush it on.
Which we might do.
I also make props and things occasionally, and I do a lot of gardening. I live in Portland, Oregon, and these guys are pretty close by, so they came to my home so I could do a real fast and dirty kind of impressionistic facelift on this guy. We're making it up as we go along. We printed out some reference photos that we like to kind of get a game plan. But this is upholstery foam, so it sucks in lots of paint, so you kind of have to slap something on, and you wait a few minutes, you start on the next color, and then you look back at it and it's changed. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm just kind of modeling the whole thing with cool colors at this point, and then I'll go back in and model with warm colors and try to start bringing out some life to it, and just watch as it develops. And if I need shading somewhere, I'll go back and hit shading, and it's just fast and dirty. But the sculpture's good, so if we add a little life to it, it should just jump. And especially from like 15 feet away, it's going to look really good. Up close, you might be like, these guys are terrible. But from 15 feet, you'd be like, this thing's awesome.
Which is a cool thing about painting, you know. It can really bring out details that you weren't able to put into it. And paint them in and give that facade of that detail.
I started by airbrushing, and it kind of gave us a little bit of a layout, which was good, but it's just sucking up the airbrush paint so fast, and it's just
yeah, this isn't.
And the maintenance of the airbrush is just taking time, so I'm making a wet wash with these paints, and I'm just kind of slamming it on here real quick.
And really the upholstery foam isn't an ideal surface to paint on, and really wasn't. I mean, this we built the Indominus. My brother-in-law and I built the Indominus after watching Ted Haynes. So same concept, except with the T-Rex head, Ted put a coating over the upholstery foam.
He latexed it.
Latexed it, yeah, latex and some spray glue, spray adhesive, which I would have loved to do, but that can get pretty expensive. And this, you know, this is, we didn't have time to do the things that we wanted to do on the Indominus. We had Meredith Vieira wanting to have this debuted on her show, so it was.
What's her show?
She doesn't have a show anymore, I think, but she had her own Meredith Vieira. I don't know.
I don't even know who that is. Sorry, Meredith.
Yeah, sorry, Meredith. I didn't know who Meredith was before we were approached by Meredith, but it was cool.
Show?
Yeah, it was a talk show.
Ricky Lake kind of.
Yeah, more like Good Morning America type of sit-down talk show.
So that's not happening now?
No, no, I don't think she's doing it anymore. She's probably doing some other talk show somewhere. Sitting on a couch or a table. No, it was great. I mean, it was cool. Great for Magic Wheelchair. There's a company that donated 10 grand to Magic Wheelchair, and it was cool. Just wasn't cool to cram a build that we thought we still had 3 or 4 weeks to do in a week's time. Finished in the hotel room in New York.
Have you had this thing out? You've had this thing out and about, right? Before?
Yeah. This is kind of a fan favorite when we go to cons. Just kind of display and show what Magic Wheelchair is and what we do, and it's because it's made out of L200 and upholstery foam. You can toss it around, and at this thing's 3 years old. So, just gone the distance. So it'd be sweet to do some. We were talking with Mark earlier about doing the cotton batting and then the creature cast. I wanna start playing around with that creature cast stuff, man. This stuff is dope. You got Jordan here helping out.
What up?
Holding down the sunflowers.
Hold down.
Hey man, I've been helping.
Yeah.
You're helping.
I just decided to break
Seeding
into the
the lawn there.
seed. Man, that's a.
Know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
Cool stuff. Going with some purple up in there. Yeah.
I mean, really, it'll just fade out so much that it'll just kind of give these blue tones, these cold tones, just a little variation.
Some depth.
Yeah, a lot of that will just dry up and blend out.
So what other projects are you working on right now, man?
I'm building a 12-foot tall walk-around puppet for the parades in Portland to follow with our huge entourage. We have a Brazilian drum corps called Maracatu PDX. It's like 45 drummers. 80% of them are women, just wrecking these huge drums. Amazing, amazing crew. So I'm doing that. That's actually the frame for it right there. It's gonna be like a backpack worn big puppet with giant metallic, like Tina Turner like hairdo.
Sweet, dude.
And I'm making a custom baboon mask for a DJ. Seems like every DJ needs a mask now.
Yeah, right. Haven't seen a baboon mask on a DJ.
What's funny is I get them in pairs. Like a guy hired me to do the baboon mask, and then like 4 days later, another DJ asked me to make him a baboon mask.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird, dude.
It's happened before with a.
It's a new fad.
Happened with a lion mask once, where 2 guys were emailing me, and I thought they were the same client because it was like exactly the same wording, and there was one of the clients was a pair of guys, so I thought they were both emailing me, and then eventually the project turned so that one guy was like, "Wait a minute, I didn't want it to be like that." Turns out I hadn't even contracted him. We had just been emailing because I thought he was one of the other guys, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm not making this for you. I thought you were those guys."
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, they wanted the exact same thing. Totally unconnected guys.
Huh.
Same geometric lion mask.
It's wild.
So I don't know how that happens.
It's the universe, man. It's weird. A double baboon request, though. That's...
Yeah, I'm just doing one. I wouldn't do that to the guy. I'm also working consistently on the Enchanted Forest theme park, which is in Salem, Oregon. And if you haven't checked that out, please do. It's super weird and super cool. It's got this amazing history. A guy who just on a whim decided he wanted to make a theme park and started buying a bag of cement each night, bought some land, and has built this totally immersive, amazing, weird theme park in Salem. He opened it in 1972, still going strong.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's really psychedelic.
It is. Yeah, you can see it off of the I-5 as you're going towards Corvallis, Eugene. The tail there. So we built this. The legs actually attached to the wheels. Just a real simple, quick and dirty mechanic. Where there's actually even inside here, there's a little bit of a hip. There's PVC pipe in there, and then a little slot so the legs, a little bit of a hip mechanism, but they attach to the wheelchair wheels, and as they're blasting forward, they move a little bit, which is pretty cool. Not perfect, but simple, and when people see that, I think anytime you can put some simple mechanics in, it's awesome. And I dig mechanics.
Yeah, even a couple simple LED lights and something.
Oh yeah, dude.
Just changes everything.
Yeah. That's what we love to do with the costumes too. Is if you can add, some simple electronics and lights and sounds. I mean, they already look cool, but then you see something like that, and
yeah, a little on-off switch and a 9-volt battery with an LED can just change everything, give life to something. Very cool.
with the Spidey cycle, there's a web shooter in there, and it's super simple. It's one of those automatic air fresheners that you have chilling in your bathroom that go off every 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. So we just rigged it up with a real simple switch, and crammed some silly string in there, and put on a servo so we can twist it left and right and squirt some silly string. It's a little web shooter. That's what's fun about, when you're not a big shop, or doing things out of your garage. You just make it work, get creative, and
that's all they're doing anyway. In the big
right.
shops,
That's right.
They just charge a lot more. A lot of times it's bigger versions of those easy, quick garage ideas.
That's what I love
They just gotta
about.
weld it, and they gotta make it all, say, for insurance purposes and all this stuff. It's all the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you see the cosplay stuff these days. That's higher quality than a lot of the movie stuff.
Right.
Because
It's got to last
look
longer.
at it, and it's got to last. Yeah.
Right.
Where some of that stuff's just got to be on.
We need it
gets
for.
all lit dark,
Yeah. We need it just for 5 minutes.
If you've ever seen some of that stuff in the museums or whatever, or when they do exhibits, the detail's not very good on some of the sci-fi stuff and horror stuff. It looks terrible up close.
Yeah. I know. Talking with Tom Spina about that, people ask him to make him a costume, just like the movies. Like, no, dude, you don't want it.
Yeah.
We'll make it better.
Yeah.
So.
But it also talks about the importance of design. Because if you can see something and you get a feel from it, without having to see all the cool detail. Like, I think they over-render a lot of things these days, and maybe the design isn't so iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic design, it can be kind of trashy, and that lasts forever.
Going back to like the figuring it out stuff in your garage. I mean, that's what I love about the Stan Winston videos too. Is get these guys that have been doing this stuff for a long time, and never have enough time to do what they need to do, and making it simple and effective and work. It's like years of experience. Just here you go.
Oh man, the Bill Bryan garbage bag.
Oh, dude,
that's the
crazy,
epitome
man.
of just taking whatever you got laying around and making something.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
Almost scary, guys.
Dig it. Yeah, I love it. Looking good.
You can see I'm not super focused on a final look yet. I'm just kind of getting a overall breakup of the gray with a cool tone, just to make it a little more.
So normally would you be using your airbrush, but the airbrush is just...
Yeah, I mean that's good for layout, and it's good for final details if I need it to run around and do spots or whatever. But because of the material this is, the way the airbrush is spraying so fine, it's almost better to just
soak it right
slam
up,
it
right?
on with a brush and get dirty with it.
So ideally it would be better to have this thing coated with...
I mean, yeah, if it was coated with
some latex or...
like with the neoprene, I wouldn't do it in latex just because it's notoriously hard to paint. That's why I pretty much make everything out of neoprene, because you can paint it and sand it so well.
Creature cast?
Yeah, so I would Yeah, I would do it just like I would a mask. I would give it a base coat. I would go around, I'd give high and low tones. Warm it here, cool it here, and then go back with a wash probably for all the crevices and everything. Go around, do details with brushes, spots, highlights, and then maybe run around with an airbrush and do some like final modeling and veining and things like that. But we'll just do it all with crappy brushes on this.
That's how we do.
Yeah, because it's a sponge. It's just sucking up the paint. It's building in subtle layers. And we'll get once we got some of this on here, we can step back and look at it, and then we can decide where to go bold. And it's going to be mostly gray still, and we'll go back in with variations of gray and dry brush over some of this texture, and then I'll probably use the airbrush again to go in and
get some fine details.
Some of these, yeah, I've already painted a little bit. I was going in and shooting some lighter color in these cracks, but we'll go in and shoot some of those cracks lighter, some of them darker.
And how you were like pinpointing scales and lighting them up.
Yeah, we'll like do, we'll color block out some of these things. They're different. We'll use greens and grays, and I'll probably go in next with a little bit of like burnt orange and things, and get a little bit on the horns and around the mouth, and start seeing how we're going to build a contrast with warmth and coolness. Draw the eye.
Some of the reference pics we've been looking at. Getting some detail and patterns and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, all this happened in like
no time.
20-minute span. Like we were starting to paint.
But I called you yesterday, right? Hey, dude.
Yeah. Can you paint a dinosaur tomorrow morning?
Can you paint a dinosaur in no time? Mark's awesome though. He's jumped right in, man. Made it happen. Some tools of the trade there. Dude, I dig that thing, man.
Compressor?
Compressor, you got the two guns and set up in a nice box to carry around. Is that like just a straight up unit, dude? You bought that whole thing
That's how it comes,
as is?
Yeah.
Studio series.
Yeah, they're great. But
Spendy?
yeah, they're around $500, I think.
Wow. Well, when you're doing this as much as you do, I mean that's.
I mean, I've had it for 5 years.
Gotta have the tools.
It's great because you can set them at different pressures, and
Right.
I had one detail gun on there and one just kind of basically a spray paint base coat gun.
And that saves you time instead of having to re-gear everything and.
Yeah, you can have a couple colors going at once. And
Cool. Well, guys, I think we'll post up some pics of the finished product. And so I should tell you that we're doing this for an amazing nonprofit called For the Win Project. You guys should check them out. We've done stuff with Jesse and Jamie at For the Win Project before. forthewinproject.org if you want to check them out. They're on Facebook too. What they do is they make crazy, elaborate movie posters and movie trailers for kiddos with terminal illnesses and kiddos facing different challenges. And so Keaton is his For the Win project is Jurassic World. And this is Keaton's Indominous Rex that we built a few years ago using the Stan Winston school, watching Ted Haynes build a T-Rex head, and also the kaiju build. A lot of tips and it's how we learned to do it. But yeah, so on Saturday we will be doing a photo shoot with For the Win Project, green screen, a studio up here in Portland. They gave us give the For the Win project some time at their studio, and we'll be getting some footage for the movie trailer they're doing for Keaton's For the Win project. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, so we wanted to give the Indominus a Mark Schneider G'd up paint job, and yeah, here we are making it happen. Oh, and you can check Mark out on. Do you have like a website there, brother?
I do. FaustandCompany.com. FaustandCompany. Faust and Company, all one word, .com.
Awesome. And then your amazing product called CreatureCast.
CreatureCastRubber.com.
Super cool stuff.
Great for cosplay, sticks to EVA foam. It outperforms Plastidip and it's non-toxic, so it's kind of a win-win.
It's all good things. Since there's plenty of non-toxic stuff when you're doing...
There's plenty of toxic stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. Toxic stuff. Right. Alright guys. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
And this is Ryan with Magic Wheelchair, rocking the Stan Winston School Facebook Live here, and we'll show you some final picks when we're done. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. See ya. Over now.